All right, guys. Welcome back to Billiard Breakdown. Today we have our number 10, Manh Nguyen, taking on a challenger, Parker Canarvis. This is the top 10 players in Rochester, New York, and this is a race to 9 in 10-ball pool. Very shortly, the players will lag for break, and I hope you guys enjoy the match. Okay. Nice slap up between both players. And Parker gets it by a good amount here. These two players are playing with the Magic Rack. And a unique rule set proposed by Manh, which is the 1, 2, and the 3 have to be on the corners.
I like football. I don't watch it that well. I get busy. So you want to watch the Ravens?
Manh tries to play safe behind the 9-ball. Parker's going to have to kick at it.
Okay.
And a pretty unfortunate bump into the 6 brings that cue ball into the right corner pocket for a scratch. Not too sure if that 2 ball is clear or is clear for the left corner, so we might see another safe, or he may shoot it into the right. Another nice save by Mon. Parker doesn't have too many options here. Seems like he's going to have to shoot the left long rail. Which he misses. Parker's on 2 fouls. Oh, actually, that was 3. 3 fouls. My mistake. And Mon wins the first game via 3 foul. Good job. The bounce on the cue ball is tough to predict here, just because of how in the corner pocket the 2 ball is. But Parker does a nice job of leaving himself the side pocket for the 3. Nice shot. Looks like Parker decides to play from the short side of the 6 for the long shot into the corner pocket. Just makes it. And the cue ball scratches. Wow. Tough scratch for Parker. Mon's got ball in hand with 3 balls left on the table. Shouldn't be a problem for him. Nice position for Mon. Nicely hit. And he scratches. He scratches in the corner pocket. The score is now 1-1. Wow. Didn't see that one coming.
Great menu. Actually, we have quesadillas, rice bowls, wings, burgers, good appetizers. I like the Coke for sure. Really good. Thanks, man. This one?
All right, Parker to break. Cue ball nearly hops off the table. Mon comes to the table with a nice shot on the 1. Position for the 2 is a little unclear here.
Water, chicken rice, and then this is 50 bucks. You can do 10. Oh, I thought this is. I think it was. I don't know. It's whatever was put down. But we can do 10.
Yeah, it looks like the 2 ball did not touch a rail. It's ball in hand for Parker. Otherwise, it would have been a nice safe.
No worries, I'll take it up. Good. Yeah, I think for league players, it's 15 all day. Good night, Mike.
Okay, no, it might be 10. Is that NBC or ABC?
Nice shot.
No, that's ABC, so that's gotta be NBC, 10.
Easy 4-9. Just has to make sure the 4 ball stays around. Or he can play the 2-way shot to stay behind the 5 ball. Oh. That might have been the worst case scenario, forcing Parker to possibly play safe here. Leaves Mon the side pocket. Overhit it a little bit, but he's still got a good cut on the 5. Does Mon get the roll? It does not look like he did.
What about for that TV over there?
Oh. Parker misses the somewhat straight-in shot on the 6, but gets a good roll. Mon may have to kick at it if he wants to make this. Doesn't really have to worry about getting stuck behind the 10. That would be very unlucky if he did. Kind of looked like he double kissed it in, but it was a good hit. Mon's double checking this angle here. Kind of going for the two-way shot, looks like. Parker misses the cut on the 7. Mon's back at the table. He's got ball in hand. Parker accidentally hit the 10 ball and calls it on himself. Good sportsmanship by Parker here. Unfortunately, looks like Mon's going to run the rest of this rack out. Oh, almost hangs the 8. Mon shakes his head, showing a little frustration at almost missing the shot. But he cleans the rest up. The score is now 2-1. Number 10, Manh Nguyen, in the lead. Scratch on the break for Mon. Parker with ball in hand. If Parker can get a nice position on the 2 from the 1 here, the layout looks pretty good.
Can I get 2 shots of Jack and a Sprite? And I'll close my tab.
Little much of an angle. Probably would have preferred to be a little more straight on to easy to hold position for the 4 ball a little easier, which is what he tried to do here. He hit the 2 ball a little too thick. That's why the cut was missed. Just thinking too much about holding position for the 4.
What's your name?
Right?
Right?
Curious to see if Mon's going to go 2 rails to make position for this 5 ball or just hold position, which he does so very nicely. A little straight on here. He may be stuck with a long shot on the 6 if he can't bring it closer.
Raymond? Yeah. Okay, you said close out, right?
You see Mon kind of doing a double take, shaking his head a little for the angle he gave himself. But he very nicely draws that cue ball back a good amount. 7 ball is also tricky here. Might be able to go down and back up the table for it. He's not rewarded. Decent shot by Mon. There is the cross bank into the side pocket if Parker decides to go for it.
Find the channel.
Where's Tara?
Mon with a long distance shot into the side pocket. And he misses it. Parker's left with a layup on the 10 here.
I should have listened to you. I'm already
He should be able to make the score 2-2 now.
okay. I admit it, you're right.
Nice shot, Parker. Unfortunate miss by Mon. Nice little masse added to the cue ball to pocket that one. Good shot by Mon. The 3 blocks the kick from the left side. And Parker should be able to come down to the short rail, though, to make contact at least. Kind of seems like he's eyeing the kick into the right corner somehow. Maybe he can see it. Yeah, looks like he can. Not quite. Looks like Mon's positioning himself to play a safety. Which he does so. Parker may be able to actually see the left side of the 2 with a little light masse or just directly head on. Okay. He jumps in and makes it. What a shot. And the cue ball, is it going to come back for the 3? It does. Great shot by Parker. Looks like Parker's got to masse this shot a little bit. Misses it and leaves Mon with a bank into the side pocket or some sort of safety, but difficult to gauge both the 4 and the cue ball here. But Mon does so pretty nicely. Nice save. Hey, shout out to Rick Canarvis in the live chat saying great jump, Parker. It was a great jump. Not only did he pocket the ball, but he ended up making position for the 3 right after. Really tough shot. And Parker gets a really nice roll on the 4 ball, but pockets the ball on accident. In this rule set, the incoming player, which is Mon, has the option to give the shot back to the previous player. So Mon gives the shot back to Parker, and Parker now must shoot this inconvenient position. Jason Dutra in the live chat says, "Let's go, Parker." Thanks for commenting your support for Parker tonight. We appreciate it, and good luck to Parker as well as Mon. The 4 ball is clear for the left pocket, but Mon's got to elevate over the 5, which makes it a bit uncomfortable. He makes it nicely. He's got a tough cut on the 5 now. Great cut by Mon, but he's not rewarded. We're likely to see some sort of a two-way bank save here. Really nice. Look at that position. What a shot by Mon. Really nice shot. He overcuts the 7. He hits it too soft, most likely with a little bit of bottom or right spin, and ends up overcutting it. Parker's at the table with a bank on the 7. Mon showing a little bit of frustration here. It's a to-go order.
What took to go?
Is it to go?
Yeah. Parker misses a relatively easy shot on the 9, and Mon's back at the table. Should be able to make position for the 10 ball into either side pocket. No problem here. Instead, he leaves himself with a long distance touchy cut into the left corner. And he sinks it with confidence. Nice shot by Mon. The score is now 3-2. Mon in the lead. Rick Canarvis in the live chat says, nice shot, Mon. I agree. Good shooting from both players. The score is tight with a couple early hiccups. Both players maybe just getting some early nerves out. Mon to break. Good break by Mon with a nice look at the 1 ball. Tough cut, so we might see him try to leave the cue ball behind the 9 ball here. He attempts to do so, and he gets a good roll on the 1 ball. The cue ball rolled out a little far, but the 10 ball is still in the way of the 1. Parker has to kick to the short rail, I believe, to try to make contact here. Which he does. But the 1's in a nice position for Mon to pocket. Mon left himself with a thin cut on the 2. This may be an opportunity to go into the 5 and 8, though, which he does so. It was a great attempt, but the 5 ball really hasn't been cleared for any pocket as of yet. Looks like Mon's voluntarily leaving himself with a bank shot on the 5. Okay, so Mon banks safe, leaving both the 5 and the cue ball near the center of the table. Surprising miss by Mon on the 7. Parker at the table with a very runnable layout. Nearly hooks himself on the 10. Good angle on the 9 to draw this cue ball back. Parker misses the shot on the 9 and gives him on a really easy out here, just rolling that cue ball forward a little bit for the 10.
Have a good one.
Unfortunate miss for Parker. The score is now 4-2. Mon in the lead.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Shout out to Nicole Simonetti in the live chat saying, "Let's go, Mon." Thank you, Nicole. I'll let Mon know afterwards. Good attempt by Parker. Leaves Mon with a difficult shot. Tricky to make position for the 2-ball here, even if he were to pocket the 1. But Mon does so really nicely. Good speed control. He should be able to stun this cue ball towards the center of the table for the 3 into the far right corner.
Yeah, it just the wings take a little bit. Yeah, but it should be up shortly. What was that? Thanks, man. Yeah, we have fun.
Looks like Parker can see the 5, but he may not have enough angle on it to actually cut it in. He may try to add a little bit of masse to the cue ball for the cut. Mon misses the long shot on the 5. Parker's got a thin cut on the 5 into the right corner. He should be able to add a little bit of left. Okay, so it looks like he chose to play safe instead. Good save.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Good. You're okay.
Parker's got a tough shot on the 6 here. He's got to kick at it somehow, but choosing to go with the left long rail is smarter because the 6 sticks out a little more. And he hits it really nicely. Look at this shot. What a nice answer by Parker. Nice shot by Mon. Almost as good of an answer, but the 6 leaks out behind the 7 and the 9, and Parker's got a long distance shot on the 6 here. Nice shot, Parker. Let's see what you come up with here. This is even a tough safety to shoot. You could stun the 7 and leave the cue ball behind the 9. But you want to make sure that you use the correct power so the 7 doesn't hop back out. Shout out to Rick Canarvis in the live chat saying some great safeties, gents. I agree. Good safeties by both. Looks like Parker went for the combo into the 7-8. Doesn't really get close, but gets a nice roll where Mon's got to actually figure something out here. Ooh. Good attempt. Really good attempt here. That's a tough one to find. Really touchy safety. Parker makes a good kick at the 7. Even though Mon's got a shot at it, it can be difficult to hold position for the 8. It's pretty easy to overshoot this. Even if you were to shoot it perfectly, you're at perfect speed, you're left with a pretty sharp cut at the 8. So you see Mon shake his head a little bit, most likely because of that. As a result, Mon decides to play safe here. Now I believe these two players are playing you are not able to combo the 10 in. It comes back out, and there is no early wins here. Parker tries to leave the cue ball behind the 10. He isn't able to get it, but Mon's got a bank here. does he get it behind the 10? What a shot by Mon. What a shot. That is an excellent save by our number 10 player. Live chat. Did you see that? Did you see that speed control on that cue ball? Wow. And great hit by Parker. Mon nearly pockets the 7 ball. Almost an excellent shot. Leaves Parker with a thin cut on the 7. Pretty makeable here. It's off the rail enough. Well, actually, if the 7 were on the rail, it might even be an easier shot. So Parker misses the cut on the 7 and leaves Mon with a thin cut as well. Let's see if he tries to leave him behind the 10 ball here. Might be. I see him hitting it kind of thick. I believe the 10 ball is blocking the cue ball here. Rick Canarvis in the live chat agrees that Mon played a really nice save just now. And Parker's got his jump cue out. Good attempt. Is the 9 going to come into play? Not quite. Wow. Wow. Really nice stroke by Mon. All buckets and the cue ball scratches into the corner pocket. Extremely unfortunate. Parker comes to the table with an almost guaranteed run out here. And he shanks it. He wobbles the 8. There's no way. There's no way that just wobbled. I refuse to believe that 8 ball just wobbled. Mon's back at the table. Rick Canarvis in the live chat says, ouch. Yeah, for real. That was ridiculous. Mon leaves himself with an awkward cut on the 10. But it's no problem. Nice shot by Mon. What a turn of events on this rack. Jason Dutra in the live chat says, wow, what a rack. That one was a battle. And yeah, I agree. I thought both players had it in the bag multiple times, and definitely kept me guessing. That's for sure. The cue ball is hit into the right pocket by the 1, and Parker's got ball in hand. Parker really needs to lock in if he's going to win this match. Looks like he's going to try to leave the cue ball behind the 6 here. Good save. Really tough to hit, especially because of that 10 ball as well. But Mon should be able to hit the 3rd diamond nearest the left side pocket to make contact with this 1. But he's going for something else. Is he going for a 2-railer? Wow. Creative play by Mon. Didn't see that one. Good hit, but Parker's got a shot. Not easy to close the gap between the cue ball and the 2 ball here, though. But he does it. Great shot by Parker. He wobbles it again. Something about that pocket is not getting along with Parker. Let's see if Mon's going to try to cut this in or just play safe here. Doesn't hit it quite hard enough, but still leaves Parker with something pretty difficult. Parker loses control of the of both the object ball and the cue ball there, but well, I think maybe this safety was intentional, but he does get a nice position with that 7 ball as a blocker here, and now he's got ball in hand as a result. Still nothing easy to run. That 3-9 is very tricky. He makes position for the short side of the 3 into the left corner. What a bank by Parker. What a bank, and he's not rewarded at all. Cue ball scratches into the far right pocket, and Parker shakes his head in confusion at what's going on here. Mon's at the table with a nice layout. And Mon with his own bank. Great shot by Mon. He's got to shoot over the 8-ball a little bit. And he's left with nothing much. A little harder would have been perfect. Mon tries to play safe, but doesn't really get it. Still a missable shot because of the distance, but Parker should have this. Seven-ball wobbles in the pocket. Seems to kind of be like a reoccurring theme here for Parker. Just those object balls are wobbling for him. Mon gets pretty weird on the 8. He's got two options here. Oh, man. Mon left the cue ball in a good position where Parker has to shoot over the 9, but the 8-ball rolled a little too close to that corner pocket. Parker should be able to make this, and the cue ball can land almost anywhere on the table, and he's got a shot at the 9. And he does so. He's got a good angle on that 9 ball to bring it back 2 rails for the 10 into the left corner if he chooses.
First grade.
Instead, he uses top to bring it 3 rails around for the 10. Great positional shot by Parker. He got perfect on the 10. Very nice. And he makes it. The score is now 5-3. Mon still leading Parker.
Technically, they are like.
Rick Canarvis in the live chat says, "Okay, great shot, Parker." Yeah, I agreed that that positional shot Parker hit right before the 10 ball was really nice. And look at what Mon gets at the table right now. Nice pace by Mon to get that cue ball back out for the 3. The 3 wobbles. And Parker flukes in the 4 ball. Surprising miss as well, but Mon's got a choice to take the shot or give it back, and he's definitely going to take it. If he can get on the right side of the 7 after shooting the 6, I don't see any further problems. Nice bump out for Mon on the 8. He leaves himself a tough one, but let's see what he's got. No problem for Mon. What a shot. The score is now 6-3. Mon in the lead in a race to 9. Rick Canarvis on the live chat says the table has not been kind to either of them. Yeah, I agree. But you know, sometimes, Rick, you gotta outplay the table. Mon pushes the cue ball out. The incoming player can choose to shoot the shot or give it back. Good result for Parker. Good contact is made. From my perspective, it doesn't look like Parker's got a good shot to cut that 2 in. That's why you see him elevating. But instead of slightly messing around the 5 ball, the cue ball bumps into the 5, which causes him to scratch. Mon hits the cue ball with a little too much draw, bringing the cue ball closer to the 8 rather than more horizontally across the table. He misses position for the 6, but he should be able to at least make contact on this kick. Parker's got an easy shot on the 6, but nothing much on the 7, so we may see Parker try to freeze him on the 9, where the 7 ball is right now. Really nice save by Mon. It's tough to leave the cue ball towards the far end of the table here. He needed to use a good amount of stun draw to have that cue ball travel towards the right while bringing that 7 ball back up the table. Parker makes contact on the jump, but the cue ball somehow finds its way into the far right corner pocket. Parker showing a little frustration here, as well as kind of chuckling to himself at how ridiculous some of these scratches have been. Perfect position on the 9 for Mon, though. Parker once again showing good sportsmanship by giving Mon a slight applause for his good setups and wins here. The score is now 7-3. We really need Parker to lock in here to bring this game back. While stroking up for a shot, Parker accidentally touches the cue ball and gives Mon ball in hand. Very surprising. I don't believe I've ever seen Parker accidentally do that before. Mon misses an easy shot on the one ball, but gets a little lucky with the two-way safe. Good. That was a good answer by Parker. Parker with his jump cue once again. Almost makes it. And gets a really nice roll with the 10 ball in between the cue ball and the 1. Falls on the wrong side of the 2 ball here. Good safety attempt by Parker. Almost perfect, but the left side of that two ball should be leaking out a little bit for Mon to directly contact. Tough to say from this angle if that two ball is pocketable here. He's stroking up like it is, so okay. And the cue ball is going to go back for a cut for Mon on the two. Looks like Mon tried to actually hit that two ball a little further, but it caught the three and actually gave him a pretty good roll here. Mon's calling the side pocket. I wonder if he's calling the combo into the seven. Probably. No, he calls it directly. Great shot. I couldn't even tell that the two passed. Definitely would have preferred to be a little further down the table, but he's got a thin cut. Ted Beach in the live chat says that's where overhead view would come in handy, and I agree with you. We will soon be redoing the lighting, as well as adding an overhead camera to this TV table, maybe in the next month or two. It's going to take a while, but we're going to get there.
Oh no, she's just meeting her friend.
Nice cut by Parker. Leaves himself decently to get onto the 7 into the side pocket. But he misses the 6.
Why did you just walk past you? Just tell her she walked past you.
Mon's back at the table with a thin cut on the 6. He should be able to go down the table and back up for the 7, as long as he doesn't bump into the 10. Bumps into the 9 and gets a nice roll.
I think I saw you walk past and she was like walking over here. That's so funny.
I would like to speculate whether or not that 8 clears the 9, but I'm gonna see what Mon decides to shoot first. It does. Nice shot by Mon, and he does his best to hold position for the 9 into the corner. Mon uses a little bit of right spin to make sure that cue ball stays on the right side of the table for the 10 ball into the side pocket, which he misses. He misses. Likely the easiest shot of this rack. Ridiculous miss. He tries to slam it in and gets punished for it. Parker with an opportunity here for a game. And Parker misses it. Mon back at the table with the rack. Wow. Extremely surprising from both players. I can't even believe it. Jeez. Are you guys seeing this? The score is now 8-3. Manh Nguyen on the hill. I've definitely seen Parker shoot way better before. Very uncharacteristic misses by Parker. Mon to break.
All right, sounds good, Beth. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
Parker tries to kick the cue ball off the rail into the 3 to have that cue ball travel back up the table for something on the 4 and completely misses the 3 instead. Even with ball in hand, though, it's unclear with what you can do here. And Mon jumps the cue ball off the table towards the table behind. And Parker back at the table with the exact same position. It would be funny if Mon had intentionally fouled there, tried to make it look accidental so Parker can figure out this 4 ball rather than him, but I'm just joking around. Yeah, there really wasn't much to do. I probably would have gone back towards the left side rather than the right. We're going to see Mon leave the cue ball behind the 9. Look at this save. Look how tied up this is. I mean, the easiest way to make contact with the 4 would be to go to the short rail nearest us, but it's a very awkward shot. Good contact. Doesn't seem like the 4 ball goes into the right corner. Looks like Mon called the bank here. Misses it, but may get a good roll, which he does. Parker pulling out the jump cue once again. He's got to be careful not to jump that cue off the table. With these short distance jump shots near the rail, it's highly likely, and as I say that, the cue ball goes off the table. Definitely would have been better to do some sort of kick, two-way kick safe. Mon's got a pretty easy shot on the 5, but position for the 6 is a little tricky because of the angle he left himself. He was eyeing this side pocket here. Let's see if he just gently slow rolls this. He does not. It may have been better to slow roll it so you could get more of a straight on shot on the 6 into the side rather than stunning it to the right side. But he makes it no problem anyways. Nice shot by Mon. Great speed. Good angle on the 8. It may be best to simply hit a stun shot on the 8 and shoot the longer shot on the 9 so you can roll that cue ball forward for the 10. Instead, I'm not too sure what Mon was trying to do. It's possible he was trying to go 3 rails to come back to the other end of the table. Not the best choice here. Now, if he makes it, though, he should be able to fall onto the 10, 2 rails. A little bit of left spin, just a touch is needed here. And does he do it? He does it. What a shot. What a shot by Mon. What a shot by Mon, our number 10 player. That finishes it. Mon wins this match 9-3 over the challenger Parker Canarvis. For anyone just tuning in, this is number 10 Manh Nguyen versus Parker Canarvis, top 10 players in Rochester, New York. It was a race to 9 and 10 ball pool. Mon defeats Parker 9-3. Great performance, very tricky back and forth early on, but Mon separates himself during the second half of this match. Thank you guys for tuning in to Billiard Breakdown for this match. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.